No, Felix doesn't feel guilty about anything.
I think Macallan 12-year-old whiskey.
Yeah. Did you see Paul's apartment? It's really nice. He likes interior design. Big fan of Property Brothers. Love it listed. Paul watches it all the time.
Reality television. We have something in common.
Hey-o.
I think Donnie's guilty pleasure right now is his wife.
You suck up.
And big boob blowies.
I have the whole series.
I think Mark spends a lot of time in front of the mirror fixing that haircut.
Absolutely.
Well played. Good
And
question.
as a member of the Clone Club, I also have a gift for Tatiana, if that's okay.
A what? Real quick, buddy. Real quick. Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God. All right, next. Yes.
Amazing. Wow. Oh my God. I have to do that. That's incredible.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Tatiana, for being so amazing.
That's amazing.
Is that a little
That is
Rachel?
incredible.
Oh my gosh.
That's incredible. Thank you so much.
She's amazing.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi. Whoops.
Don't break it.
She's still working on the matryoshka.
What's going on?
My question is kind of for everyone, but mainly for Tatiana and Jordan. You guys do such exquisite technique work with your acting, but also really brave work. And I wanted to know if you had any. I'm gonna cry because this one got me, and now I'm really excited. No, please, you're lovely. Do you have any advice now that you would give your younger selves as actors?
Just breathe and like.
I'll start now.
Panicking. Yeah.
That sounds really like nothing, but that's actually so important.
It's the key to everything. I mean, you have everything in you. So if you breathe and you're just present in any moment, you're gonna be fine. And also just enjoy it. Like, don't get caught up on it if you get a part or if you don't, or if you're right for something or not. Just go in to every audition and every meeting and every day on set, just grateful that you get to play and be a kid for the rest of your life and you never have to grow up, because it's awesome.
For me, I fell into the trap of sometimes making auditions or parts way bigger than my life, and suddenly you get an audition come through and you're looking at the script and the sides, and all of a sudden this thing that just came through in your email box becomes more important than your own life and more important than you. And that's not fair, and it's not okay, because your machine shuts down, your system shuts down, you panic, and as soon as you start panicking, which is very different than just being afraid, everything stops working. You have no access, tense all over the place, and just to remember that you have a life to live outside of the work too, and that's the stuff you're going to draw from.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes. Heather.
Hi, my name is Fiona. And my question was, I mean, as someone who just started acting, I already really love it. But my question for Tatiana was, how do you approach all these different roles, like so differently, all these different people and interacting with each other and stuff, and then for everyone else, how do you interact with the same person playing so many different people?
A lot of, obviously I approach each character with different kinds of research, different, whether it's dance or music or, research, like book research or life research or whatever it is, or inspired by somebody or a performance or whatever. That's how I'm into the characters, but for me, it comes down to when I walk on set, and I mean, hair, makeup, wardrobe, but I work opposite, Jordan, who treats me completely differently depending on who I am. Everybody does that for me. It's really about the interaction and all of, what happened? Oh, and
We have a new clone club forming right here.
whoa, intense. But yeah, for me, it's about listening to what they're giving me because they give me everything I need to know. So yeah.
Anyone else? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. How's it going?
Good. Tatiana, I just wanted to thank you for Helena. You saved my life with this character. But my question was, sorry, out of all the clones, they all went through such journeys this season. Which one was your favorite to explore?
Oh, they all, I loved all of them. I loved, you know, the conciseness of Tony's story. I loved Helena's story, getting to see her kind of sedated and sort of not herself until she was reunited with Sarah. And I loved Rachel's story. I really love Rachel. She's a lot of fun to play, and she really it challenges me on a lot of levels. So yeah.
And you don't. It's interesting because you don't consider her like a villain at all, really, in any sense.
No, I mean she just does terrible things because
Okay.
because why not? Yeah, she's just, you know, she's a product of a lot of things, whether it's breeding or, not breeding, but she's just a dog. You know, nurture and nature and all that stuff, but I think ultimately she's the most vulnerable of all of them, and that's why she has the hardest exterior and the most defenses and is the cruelest, because she's terrified and lonely.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
How's it going?
Hi, this is for Graham, John, and Maria, and I want to thank you for
Nice
writing.
Mrs. S costume. Can we just pause for the calls?
Whoa!
Pause for the calls, people.
Homage to a rich, well-realized, multidimensional woman of a certain age, created and realized beautifully by you, Maria. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So thank you for creating her. And I wanted to know, you've played this character somewhat through in multiple programs, films, television. Is there anything that you reach for, a common thread to bring strong, somewhat, sometimes manipulative, and I mean that, I don't mean that negatively. Is there anything you reach for to realize these characters and bring them so beautifully to life on the screen?
Well, I think just one of the things is that I'm mostly interested in strong women. I think just women generally are kind of amazing, and I'm never really attracted to parts where I'm just going to be the set dressing against somebody else's actions. I don't really want to be in scenes where all I do is say to my husband, your dinner's in the thing and your kids are there, and that's what I have a real husband, so I could be doing that at home if I wanted. Oh no, God, he'll kill me now when he sees this. But, no, I just think that people generally are complicated, and too often women are represented in film and in television not as complicated people with ideas and ambitions and strengths and villainous traits of their own, only as a reflection of somebody else's. So I was totally attracted to this part for that reason, and when I met Graham initially, he told me that his original sort of inspiration for Mrs. S was Patti Smith, who's one of my all-time heroines, so that sealed the deal for me. But thank you very much.
Okay, we have one more question, last one, real quick, but it's gonna be a quick one. Go ahead, get in there, get a real quick one.
I'd just like to say, first of all, to start off, that there's no overestimating how much I love the show and all its facets, and because we don't have much time left, but my question's about the plot and Paul. And so I read in an interview that Graham said that Paul is probably undercover, and if that's so, is he really still like a nail gun Ken? And is he like is he as uncooperative as he seems? Because it may be just the barrette, but in the finale it seemed like he had a little more like pep in his step, and that he'd be more because he's possibly going to be the only thing or one of the things in between the Clone Club and Helena next season. I'm not sure.
Absolutely. I actually had it written into my contract that I had to wear a beret sometime in this season. Whether it's as a mime or a soldier, it didn't matter.
As it turned out, nobody likes mimes.
As it turned out, no one likes mimes. And Graham and John put me in a great. You know what? What was the exact? Sorry, I went off on a tangent about berets there for a second.
is Paul really what he seemed to be all season 1? and
Never.
season 2?
Paul's never what he seemed to be. You can never put your finger on any character on Orphan Black. I think that's what makes it so great. We keep you guessing the whole time. These characters are so well layered, and that's one of the geniuses of the show and of our writing. So.
I'm sorry, I'd just like to add, because I meant to say this at the beginning.
We got to wrap up. I'm really sorry. We're getting kicked out here. But thank you very much for your question. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks to the cast and creators at Orphan. Hey,